Good evening. I want everybody to take a deep breath. Just realize there's only 3 more behind me, and we'll be over. Good evening, everyone. I'm J. Kelly Terry, and I'm with the firm of KL&M Company of New Orleans. We have been a firm here in New Orleans since 1992, providing diverse planning experience, including strategic planning and comprehensive planning, and a hope of other services. We've actually partnered with CH Planning out of Philadelphia to help us with some areas in which we know we did not have enough experience with, but we brought together the team that we felt that was necessary to make this plan move forward. We've actually done a lot of work in New Orleans as a plan and a firm in and of itself, and so we're able to build upon those strengths that we have in knowing the communities in which we work with, because we're in the community. Charnel Hicks from CH Planning.
Hi, I'm Charnel Hicks, the president of CH Planning. When Kelly gave me a call, I said, there's nothing else I'd rather do. CH Planning is a fairly large planning firm based in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. My own experience includes disaster recovery, beginning with my first job about 20-some odd years ago, working with the city of Dallas, Texas, after a levee breach of the Trinity River. After that, I was called to the U.S. Virgin Islands, where I was the senior land use and environmental planner for the recovery after Hugo. And I see a lot of similarities here between what I dealt with and what I helped to do in the U.S. Virgin Islands and here. The tourism-based economy was very important there, and as it is here, and took a big hit and took a while to come back. I saw that many of the families that we worked with and a lot of the neighborhoods that we worked with had things that for years that they had hoped, boy, wouldn't it be nice if we could build this park? Wouldn't it be nice if we could get this transit in place? Wouldn't it be nice if we could have our parks and other infrastructure repaired? And then came this horrible disaster that also brought with it an opportunity to do the things that folks had wanted to do before. So there in the Virgin Islands, and I believe that here in New Orleans, we're kind of going from, or have an opportunity to go from here to something really awful to better than before. On an individual basis, house by house, person by person, improving their lives, thinking about what's important to them. Neighborhood by neighborhood, folks coming together to work with their neighbors to make a better place. And then folks, like had happened with the folks I worked with in the U.S. Virgin Islands, where there was a lot of racial, ethnic, and economic diversity, folks actually coming together to make a place that was better than it ever was before. So I'm very happy to be here as one of the groups that's being considered for these neighborhood plans. Another thing that I think it's important to there's a lot of choices here, and I'm very pleased to be part of this group of 15 firms. There were 60-odd companies from all over the country. This is where planning companies want to be. This is where the action is now. Folks from all over came here to be considered. The folks that you're working with now, our team and the other teams here, are among the best of the best, and you can't, I believe that you can't really go wrong if you pick anybody in this room. Each of our groups have a different specialization, be it architecture, urban design. Our team really kind of focuses on neighborhood and community planning, comprehensive planning, more so than urban design or parks and other things. But it's up to you to kind of pick what's important to you and what's important to your communities. So I hope that we'll have an opportunity to work with you and to make you better than before. Kelly?
Some of the advantage of working with us, we're not here today to talk about the number of houses that we built, the number of roads, or anything else. We're talking about building a sustainable product that you can actually take and use to build and move forward. We are a vested team. The people here in New Orleans that are on this team lost everything in all of their houses. And so they're part of this. They understand, and I understand because I lost mine as well as everybody else, of what it takes to make me whole, to bring me back, to bring my community back, and to bring my neighborhood back. So I'm part of that particular process. So I'm here with everybody because I'm a member of that particular team. We develop creative creative solutions. We've always developed them, and we continue to develop them because we believe that the product that we do is superior to none. And we experience in building communities after a hurricane. So we've done that before, and we continue to do that some more. One of the visions that we have in particular is that we will allow for consideration of all peoples and all things that they would have to say. That's very critical. Each team has gotten up here today, and they've said the same thing, is that we understand is that people have to be able to speak, and the range of ideas that have to come forth, because you can't get to your range of ideas, or you can't get to the ideas that you need unless you do a diverse group of issues and talk about different projects, because everybody has to have a voice at the table. And one of the things, once you get those voices, is to create a consensus, to let the best projects, the best products, the best ideas move forward and go and abound. And that we will build communities that can train other communities. That's the real sense of empowerment. If one community can do that, and they can do that somewhere else, if another flood, hurricane happened, and this community can move forward, then we've done our jobs, and we've done our jobs well, because we have empowered the people to make a difference in somebody else's life the way it was made for in their own lives. And finally, we're about creating community ownership. One of the things that we realize in our projects and our process is that right now, a lot of our communities don't have ownership in the particular process that we're using, or the processes that have existed otherwise. We're about building that community ownership in the process and build upon the work that was already started, and most importantly, about re-engaging our disenfranchised residents. Only because we can be right here, you can be right here in this room, and you can still be a disenfranchised resident of this community. You're taking a part of the process, but if you don't know how to get to step 1 or to step 2, then you're still probably disenfranchised. And so we're about giving you that support and that structure. Thank you. As we've talked about, we have a great number of experience in land use, community planning, environmental studies, transportation, recreation, parks, and space plan. We've done them all. These products are available. If you want them, you can call us and we can send them to you as you consider it. Recently, some of the planning team has developed the North Delaware Riverfront Study, which included a redeveloping of the riverfront area, as well as some neighborhood plans in North Philly and Wilmington West Side. And so we've already done these kind of neighborhood plans in other areas, and so we can continue to do them here. In terms of our staffing, you have myself, J. Kelly Terry as a principal, with Charnel, who's working. We also have Eric Baisley, who right here, who's working our mic, and we have Gladys Inman out of Baltimore, who's working with us. Gladys and myself, we're both past chairs of planning in the Black Community Division of the American Planning Association. May I say the award-winning planning in the Black Community Division, because we were able to do projects that deal with providing a community product once we went to a community and assist them in doing that. So essentially we were doing for them what we were doing here in New Orleans. We also partnered with Julian Engineering to provide us with some of the engineering and design capability and aspects that we know we need in New Orleans, and to work with someone who has experience in dealing with our sewer, streets, infrastructure, and utility services. You can keep going. Yeah, keep going. Our team is very diverse, in which case we've all done it. We've done it before. We will work in collaboration with our neighborhoods. We don't work for neighborhoods. We work with neighborhoods. We are integral parts of this particular community, and we are part of the stakeholder process. And so therefore, we believe in what we do, not because we're doing it for you, but we're doing it with you together, because we are vested in this process. We have to engage communities where they are. People might be out in the diaspora somewhere, but people may also be in an unknowledgeable place right here in the town. So we have to engage and provide that information base. Several of the other people have talked about one of the things that people most need is information. So we're about where people are and reviewing and analyzing the data that we get, bringing it to them, and let them make conscious and better decisions with what they have. We thank you. We look forward to working with the neighborhoods that choose us. I appreciate that very much.
The next team is now